Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Your daily CRUMB. Help you along your way today. Well, we hope so. Anyways. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of day this is for you, and welcome to the Daily CRUMB with me. Your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman, Heyokah, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here, and welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey. It's a Thursday, and oh my goodness, Emma, sorry, I missed your Mrs. Potts. Oh my goodness. I knew there was something I was missing. I knew it. But, got lots on my brain. Sending lots of love to one of my beautiful friends going through a real tough time right now. And, just phoned me this morning, and I had another Miss Potts was in that, and then, anyway, so, beautiful. It's okay. It's all in divine and perfect order. It's all in God's hands, and yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful soul sisters. So lots of beautiful things coming up. I went to the community Thanksgiving at Nogojiwanong. That's Peterborough Friendship Center, and then saw a couple beautiful soul sisters I haven't seen in a couple years. They worked with me and my children through lots, so it was such a blessing to see them, and oh my God, the biggest heart hugs, and I love them, and I want a door prize. You can see it over there on the YouTube over here on the tickety toggy. Let me put it in the way on my face. Hello. This is gonna be my bag for when I go to Calgary, since I can't have a carry-on, but I think that's pretty good. Maybe they'll let me take this as my purse. And then I have one personal bag. You can't have a carry-on, but you can have a personal bag. I don't know. Is it a personal bag? I don't know. Kind of. I don't know. Anyways, it's beautiful. But one thing I thought was really cool. Okay, you can see the stamp on it there. Isn't that beautiful? The artwork. That artwork on there. I think that's a Haida artwork. I don't know. Like BC. From BC, I think. And it's called Moonlight. And I thought that's like, I didn't see that. I looked at that after. I just picked the bag thinking of the thing. It's a vegan leather, but the artist is called Moonlight. So I'm like, how perfect. So I was just on the moon. That's when we said it looked like a raven. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a raven in the moon. I'm a raven on the moon. Raven about the moon. Here we go. So I saw my fancy purse fancy for me to go to Calgary. Okay, here we go. And then accommodations already. And this is Natalie Chilton. I just love her so much. Such a gift and a blessing in my life. So I'm so grateful for that. Okay, you're tired? Right? Growing through the change. Here we go. The Immaculate Conception, because it's so late now. Maybe not get one this month. I don't even know if I had one last month. If I had the float time last month. I can't remember. No, I think I did. But we're getting on. Okay, only the one. Over 25 days or whatever. I don't know. Anyways. Have to be immaculate, because, Here we grow. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, what? Hey, what's that? I don't know. I don't even know. Once you embrace your value, talents, and strengths, it neutralizes when others think less of you. Rob Liano. As you fall asleep, reflect upon your value, talents, and strength. That's a 52, which makes a 7. To reflect upon those value tells us straight. Because once we know who we are within, those without can never fool us again. Though they may try. Though they may try. But if we love ourselves, it doesn't matter, right? That's why the man who makes his own approval, needs nothing else to accomplish. I don't know, I think I might be mixing up a couple of them. But that's the thing, when we know, oh, what's that Callie B says, when you know your worth to your bones. This is my bold invisible monologue things, and I love this. I was opening to the otters. It's the woman energy, playful flirtiness, and this, the ground on which we stand is sacred ground. It is the dust and blood of our ancestors. Chief Plentycoop. Chief Plentycoop. But that was from the workshop yesterday. So when you know your story, you know your value in your bones. That's what Kelly B. Elwayan says. When you know your story, you know your value in your bones. Not just knowing it, owning it as well. There we go. Oh, there was another lady. Lady Felicia was on there. A lady named Lady Felicia. I am who I am. I am where I am until I get to where I need to be. I thought that was beautiful. I had to write that down. Anyway, so there we go. Know your value. Know your worth. What are those? Reflect on that. And do you allow yourself to have that, right? Do we shrink ourselves down? I shrank down. I shrank down because I didn't want anybody to feel bad. Oh, look at you. You're doing so good. Oh, my goodness. It makes me feel so bad to watch you do this and watch you do that. Okay, well, don't watch me. Oh, it makes me feel bad to see you hurting. Okay, you're not going to see me hurting. Okay. But that's what we were trained for. This is just what we do. And it's the subconscious and the programming. I was programmed that I had to hurry, right? No time for me because, hey, the next one's coming. So you need to get your shit together. You know, you need to be potty trained at 1.5 years because I ain't going to have two running around in diapers. There we go. And then what do we take on ourselves? So that's they imprinted. I was 1.5 years. Early imprinting. And then I was told and how hard it was for my mother. She wasn't able to comfort her baby because biological father held her back when baby was crying. Baby was me, right? Next little brother comes along and, you know, got sick too. I got blamed. I've been sharing about how I have like strong immunity or carrier, mom called me because I remember like my baby brother Robert trying to get the chicken pox because I wanted the time off school. You know, I see that attention, that love, and that's what it's all about. I didn't get but I get blamed for giving my baby brother Jason chicken pox. Okay, I'm 1.5 years. I'm 1.5 years. I'm at my auntie's. You know, mom needs time or whatever, so I'm with my aunties at my nanny's house. My aunties that are very close to my age. They had chicken pox, and then I come home, and the baby brother gets the chicken pox. So, yeah, it was, you know. And I'm the one and only girl. Of course, I'm supposed to be normal, I think. I don't know. These are just things that kind of go through the mind. You don't know. I don't know what was in the mother's brain or anything like that. Well, some I do, because it always came out. She told me everything that was going on in there. Anyway, so, I watched that with mine too. I just had a little apology with my boy because we were both a little triggered. And okay, so we can have some understanding because we have some similarities here. Okay, and how can that bring us to more understanding instead of separating us more, right? Let's lead. What's letting lead? What's letting lead in your life? Let love lead in your life. To be driven by fear of being guided by love, and we're seeing that, right? We're seeing that we are worthy of that love too. That we are deserving of that love, that we're human beings. We're worthy of being treated at least with the basic human decency across the board, no exceptions, right? We're all worthy of that. And how do you know? And you belong here? How do you know? Because you're breathing, heart's beating. Yes, you belong here and you are worthy. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And what's on the top of that here? We had the hawks. What is those messages? What's the messages that you got, that you took on yourself as well? And is it time to release them? What are those messages in that early programming that you're ready to release? What is it that you've released already? And you see that it comes up again. And this just, it comes up again to show us how far we've come, how much we have grown, right? So that's where we can make a different choice. That's why it comes up again, gives us that opportunity to practice those skills and exercise that awareness or whatever that is for you, and helps us to release, right? We all need practice for that releasing, right? We get diverted by everything else and looking, oh, if only, when it's like this, when this time comes, then I can do that. When it's here, then I can go there. Oh, no. What's that for you? Hey. We have 2 paths that popped out there today, and I just left it out there. So that burden basket, releasing, so that's a 34 for the release and a 43. Look at that. Right, that's self-reliance. What are we releasing? Because we've taken on others. And we don't want to be a burden to other and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, right? But what is that we are releasing? What is the thing that we took on ourselves that wasn't ours to carry? It wasn't ours to take on, and how can we release that? How can we lovingly release others to their own life lessons as well? I don't know. What's that for you? I'm going to leave that one over her, because it goes to reflection of that. I don't know. What's that for you? What's that for you? Here we go. Can we laugh at ourselves too? Here I was thinking that I could just dish it all out to everybody else and I didn't need anything. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. My house is all burning down. I'm good. Okay, let me just go be there for you. No, you don't need to be there for me. Can we laugh at ourselves? We ain't no superhuman beings here. Okay, we're all human beings here. Human bodies, gonna have human emotions. We're mortal as humans. The human body is mortal. I don't know. Mortal souls. I don't know. What's that for you? Can you laugh at yourself too? You see me do it all the time where we grow. And look at that. And Spirit's always with us. Spirit's always got our back. Because that's all we give that. Turn around, open up, and let it pour into and through you and into everything you do. All right, beautiful beings. So what is that? Reflect on your value, talents, and strength. Here's your value. You're a child of the Creator. You're made in the image of your Creator. You are loved immeasurably, and there's nothing you have to do for that. It's called God's grace, right? Grace and mercy. Right? That's why Spirit's always got her back. Can't interfere on our free will. That's why we need to turn around and open up and rely on ourselves to open up, to accept that help that's coming, right? The help that actually helps. And it can be tough, especially when people have said that they've loved you and they're here to help you, and then all of a sudden it's like, now look at all that I've done for you, and then they just hold it over your head, and that now you owe them something. You're indebted to them for the rest of your life now because they did one little favor for you. I don't know. Or maybe it didn't even help. They're just perceiving they've done all this stuff for you, and what they've done is actually hurt more and left you worse, left you bleeding on the floor or whatever, and then they're still going on, look at all that I've done for you. Yeah, that didn't help, that hurt. I don't know. I'm rambling on here. Beautiful being. So take that time, reflect on your value, talents, and strength. What is that? Laugh at yourself for the times that we accepted less. And not in a like a shameful way, but okay, it's a human. A human. Oh, there's a human. Hashtag, I'm human. Hashtag, oh, look at me grow. I don't even know what all those hashtag things are, or whatever. It's a pound sign to me. Okay, beautiful beings. What's that all say to you? Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out. Know that's you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you choose to stay every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. And make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Every day.